You'd be so powerful if you honored your circadian rhythm. And one of the things that I was thinking about with this was insomnia and not being able to sleep at night. And it's so fascinating. Like, where does our ability to like knock out at night and just you put your head on the pillow and you just rest and digest, you deeply recover, restore? This comes from our food. I made the video before. Your joy is not a mystery. Your peace, your inner peace is not a mystery. Where does it come from? And one thing I was also thinking about yesterday is we all only have one enemy. We only have one enemy. And that enemy is darkness, self-doubt, confusion. It's self-hatred towards our bodies. Our enemy, the only enemy, no matter what your age, what your sex, anything, the enemy wants us to not use our mitochondria function. Number one secondary cause of every disease is a mineral deficiency. Otto Warburg said every secondary cause of any cancer diagnosis is mitochondria dysfunction, because mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, they have their own DNA. They communicate with the sunlight. You'd be so powerful if you honored your rhythm. By honoring your rhythm, you go and communicate with the sunlight. We go in the sunlight, we break down our food, we break down the amino acid tryptophan, we make serotonin, we make melatonin. That is why you knock out at night, because you've got melatonin bumping through your system. We're able to be insulin sensitive the next day. You'd be so powerful if you honored your cycle. And women know too, when we go under stress, like if you're a man and you're watching this, you have no idea how a period works, cycle. If I'm stressed out, it will like delay my cycle for a period of time. If I'm stressed out, I will have cramping and headaches with my cycle. If I don't honor my insulin, my glucose, my need for rest, and my need for nourishment before I start my cycle, I will feel horrible during that cycle and I won't feel good afterwards. We're supposed to get a boost of estrogen after our cycle ends. Our HRV, heart rate variability, our nervous system resiliency kicks and shoots up after our cycle. If I don't honor that period before my cycle, then I don't get that boost. I just feel tired and fatigued, and it takes me a while to recover. In the past, it's taken me sometimes 2 months to recover if I'm really pushing my body before my cycle, not honoring what my body is literally saying, to rest, to eat, to nourish. You would just be so powerful. You feel so much better when you nurture yourself. Migraines and fatigue are a sign that your body is not getting what it needs, whether that be rest or meditation, mitochondria function. We don't have enough energy in the system. There's no coincidences here. There's no coincidence why we have pain or why we have headaches, fatigue, any of this. There's no coincidence. Everything is a conversation. In A Course in Miracles, this book that I read from a lot, it says healing starts with a conversation. How do you converse with your body? What is the relationship that you have with your capital self? Every time you go into the sunlight, you are communicating deeply with trillions and trillions of cells. It's a miracle that all these trillions of cells work together in harmony to give us you. And if you look at like the complete opposite end of what does disharmony and disease look like, you could look at like a tumor cell. A tumor cell goes rogue. It decides to go through glycolysis, an incredible fermentation process, right? Acidity. Cancer is marked by acidity in the body, inflammation in the body, and it's not working with other cells. It literally goes to convince other cells of its insanity. It goes to build veins and arteries to feed itself more sugar, more sugar, more sugar, to grow, grow, grow. Some people say that cancer is a protective mechanism for the body, that the tumor grows to protect us. I've heard that before. It's interesting though, the enemy, we only have one enemy though. The enemy doesn't want you to use your mitochondria. So when you'd say, well, how do I start using my mitochondria more? I need B vitamins. I need creatine. I need nutrients. I need iron, selenium, zinc. I need carnitine. I need enough lysine and methionine. Where are you going to get the highest amounts from? Let me tell you something, okay? I've got some views. It's not meat, it's amino acids. It's not coconut oil, it's amino acids. It's not blueberries, it's amino acids. It's everything is just the amino acids. This is code for light. So you want to break down and say what food groups are best for me? What is this, this and this is good for me because of this, why? I need amino acids at the end of the day. I need plenty of amino acids. I need to nourish my body. My body cannot go into rest or digest unless I have plenty of what I need. We talk about cellular abundance, talk about sacred depletion, this feeling of disconnection, of tiredness. Sacred depletion is sacred dehydration. It is fatigue. Most people are pre-diabetic or already diabetic in some way. Most people are struggling with inflammation, struggling with high stress response. This is sacred depletion. This is a call from your body communicating that it needs something it's not currently getting. You would be so powerful if you honored your daily circadian rhythm. If you honored your cycle, you would be so powerful. You would be so at peace. If every day you went in the sun, you would signal to your body, I'm awake. And you're not just signaling, I'm awake. You're signaling, I want to rest deeply tonight. I want my whole biochemistry. I want to put my head on the pillow and I want to just fall deeply out of consciousness. I want to connect with my immune system. I want to be more insulin sensitive the next day. I want more lean muscle mass on my body. I want to be at peace. I want to be at peace in my nervous system so when I go around other people, they feel this quietness. They feel this stillness and they have no idea what this is. Why do I like being around this person? They are so calm and radiating this joy, this harmony. And I want to be around them because I just feel so content in their presence. That's what every time you go into the sunlight, that's what you are signaling. It's so much more than just going into the sun and checking things off a list. It's so much more than that. Healing starts with a conversation. That's how you converse with your body, your mitochondria. Mitochondria can make more of themselves. It's incredible, right? Our body's constantly producing stem cells. Up until our 70s, they say that our jaw muscle, that's why it's good to chew foods that are like kind of tough to eat, our skull can produce stem cells, they say, into our 70s. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells, meaning that from the bone, from amidst nothing, from a single bone, there is creation of new life within the cell. And one of my favorite things, Tony Robbins says, like, you're not the same person that you were. The blood, the body regenerates itself, like, all the time. You are not the same person you were. Alan Watts says, even 5 minutes ago, you are not under any obligation to be that person which you were 5 minutes ago. And from a biological standpoint, you are totally different all the time. Our cells are recreating, reproducing themselves all the time. You get a cut on your skin, boom, there are more cells being created to go to that spot and regenerate the skin right there, the healing. We are just in constant growth and it's so beautiful. It makes me want to cry, to be honest. It brings me to tears how beautiful our bodies are. And so I got A Course in Miracles right here. This is like a book that I read almost every single day. I really love it. It's a foundation for inner peace. There's no author, but I do highly recommend it if you want to get into like a peaceful state every day. That's what it does for me. There was some quotes that I read this morning. For mind can learn, and there is all change made. Well, I wrote some stuff down, so I want to read you guys that. Only the self-accused condemn. You never hate your brother for his sins, but only for your own. For mind can learn, and there is all change made. What must go with you, you will take with you, whatever road you choose to walk along. Real choice is no illusion, but the world has none to offer. What your brother loses, you have lost, and what he gains is given you. All roads that lead away from what you are will lead you to confusion and despair. I love that. All roads that lead you away from what you are will lead you to confusion and despair. There's a quote that I try to read here often. May you always be blessed with the clarity to know what is and what isn't meant for you. How would you be led away from the road of peace and contentment? How would you be led to confusion and despair? The nervous system literally tells you what's going on. When you feel tension inside your body, when you feel like you want to say no to something, that's your intuition, your immune function protecting you, saying, I don't want to go do this. I'd rather stay home and do this. Or something is like a yes. You'll feel it in your body is like full yes. If you feel like, oh, I don't know, maybe, that's a no. That's a no. Honor your no's. Honor your no's so that your yeses mean something. I heard that quote once and I really like it. There's no path that does not lead you back to yourself. So may you always be blessed with the clarity to know what is and what isn't meant for you. As you feed your body this nourishment, you become more grounded, physically stable. And like where we started before, you would be so powerful if you honored your cycle. So I hope this video is helpful for you. If you found it to be helpful at all, you can like, share, and subscribe. But as always, I do wish you the best of luck. I wish you the sweetest of dreams. I hope that you write down your dreams. The dreams are so powerful. I really believe we have our conscious state and then we have our subconscious state. Our subconscious, they say, drives 95% of our decisions in our waking life. So pay attention to your dreams, even if they seem like totally weird, abstract. Write them down. There's something that your subconscious is trying to tell you, and no one can benefit from your dreams except you. That's what I love about it. It's just so powerful, only for you. No one can profit off of your dreams. So take advantage of it. And yeah, I just wish you the best of luck. I love you so much. You're so beautiful. And I'll catch you later.